Hi there, Cathi Barker from Software Solutions. I want to show you how you make drop downs in a Word document. A drop down which people can click and choose which particular option they want to insert in this part of the document. For example, I've got 3 conditions here of employment and I could choose full-time. Whereas if I click here and I click this drop down, I get very different options and I can choose to insert block 1, 2, 3 or 4. So how do we make these drop downs where we can easily select what we want to insert, and what we want to insert might be a couple of words or might be a couple of paragraphs, might even be a picture. Okay, let's start by creating a new document, Control N. Then I want to save it as a template, F12. F12 allows me to give that template a name, so let's say I'm choosing employment contract as the name of this document. I'm going to save it not as a Word document but as a Word template. I'm going to put it on my desktop just for ease of finding, and I'm going to go save. Now I'll just type a heading, for example, contract, and I'll press Control Alt 1 and that makes it heading 1. And then let's say I want to insert a table, insert table, and I'll do a 2 by 2. Now the first thing I want to do in this table is say the type of employment, Now here I want them to be able to choose whether they are full-time, part-time or casual. So I'm going to say full-time is a contract that requires you to work at least 40 hours a week, blah blah blah. And so it can be many paragraphs. So I can say details about annual leave, that goes with full-time, details about sick leave, bereavement leave, parental leave, etc., etc. I can even put review conditions. Oops. And these occur, say, annually. So you can put lots of details about what full-time looks like. I can select this and I'm going to go to Insert, Quick Parts, and save the selection to my Quick Part gallery. Now when I do so I can give this a name, so I'll just call it full-time. I might take the colon off the end. I'm going to save it to the Quick Parts gallery or choose a gallery. Now there are some spare galleries down here like custom 1s to 5. I'm going to choose custom 2. I'm then going to choose a category, and I haven't got the one I want, so I'm going to create a new category. And this category is the type, employment type. And OK. And it's going to save it, excuse me, to this document called employment contract. So I need to check that it is saving it to the correct document, to the correct category, to the correct gallery, and giving it a name that I'm happy with. So I'll go OK. Now let's say the next option I want to be able to do is choose from a drop-down part-time, and I'll say that this contract requires you to work between 10 and 20 hours a week, and the review will occur, say, 6 monthly. Alright, so let's say I select this and turn this into a separate quick parts, save selection to the quick part gallery, call it part-time without a colon on the end, make sure that it goes to the custom 2 gallery and the employment type category and the employment contract document, and OK. And then let's just put casual. Casual, this contract requires you to work as required and agreed. And it will occur every 3 months. So let's select this, save this quick part to the gallery, make sure that it falls into the custom 2 gallery, the employment type, and the employment contract document. You could put a description per building block, that's fine, that's actually very good, and I'm going to go OK. Alright, I'll delete that. Now what I want to do is click here and I want to insert a drop down where they can choose casual, part-time or full-time. Now to make a drop down, you need the Developers tab in your ribbon. If you don't have the Developers tab, right click, customize the ribbon, and tick Developer on the right hand side. And then go OK, and you will then see Developer as part of your ribbon from that point forward. From the Developers tab, I'm going to insert this control. It's called a Building Block Gallery Content Control. When I do so, I then go into the Properties button. In the Properties button, I can say that this control cannot be deleted and that they must choose from the Custom To Gallery and they must choose from the Employment Type category. And that narrows down which ones they see in the drop-down. So I go OK, there's my Custom Gallery 2, and when I click it, there's my Employment Type category. So if I choose Casual, this is what will appear in that cell. But if I think, no, they're actually a full-timer, then that will appear, or no, they're actually a part-timer, that will appear. If I need to make changes to these quick parts, then I would easily go to Insert, I would go to Quick Parts and the Building Block Organizer. You can organize your building blocks and sort them by name or by gallery or by category or by template. If I choose template and I rock on down to my employment, there it is there, I can see that I've got three quick parts in my employment contract document. If I want to make a change to say full-time or part-time or casual, I just edit the properties. When I edit the properties, I can change what category they belong to, give them a description, change their name, things like that. And I'll just go cancel. Actually, that says casual contract, which is interesting. Full-time, part-time, and casual contract. I'm just going to edit that because that should just say casual. And OK. And yes. And close. And so when I hit this drop down, I can choose casual, full-time, and part-time. If I want to update this and put a full stop, for example, on the end, I would just put a full stop. I might say sick leave, maybe for casuals, is not applicable, and annual leave is not applicable. So then I want to update that, so I highlight this text, I go to Quick Parts, save the selection to the Quick Part Gallery, and I give it the same details. By giving it the exact same details, it'll say, do you want to redefine it and update it? And that's what it's saying there, and I say yes. And by saying yes, now when I choose from the gallery, say full-time, to snap it out, and then casual, you'll see that those changes that I made are now part of that quick part. So proceed to make more quick parts in your document, but put them into categories and put them in the one document, employment contract or whatever yours is called, put them in the one gallery, but put them into different categories so that you control what appears. Let me give you another example. I'll just make some dummy text. Equals lorem, give me 2 paragraphs with 2 sentences in each. And then I will say, give me 3 paragraphs with 2 sentences in each. And then I'll say, give me 4 paragraphs with 2 sentences in each. And lastly, give me 5 paragraphs with 2 sentences in each. Okay, so I'm going to select this one here. Say this is clause 1. So I'll go to Quick Part, save the selection to the Quick Part Gallery. I want to put it to Custom To. So the same gallery, but a different category. Create a new category. And this might be, maybe this is a termination clause. And okay. And same document. And okay. Now I'm going to select this area here. I'm going to go to Quick Part, save the selection, make sure that I put it in Custom To. Give it the condition termination clause is the category, same document, and OK. And then this one here, Quick Parts, save the selection, put it in Custom To. I didn't give the other one a correct name, so I have to go and fix that. And termination clause, and I'll call this clause 3. Okay. And this one here is, Quick Parts, save, clause 4 in Custom To, and employment type changes to termination clause and same document, okay. Now I'm going to go to Quick Parts, Building Block Organizer. I will sort by template, which I think it already is. So I'll rip down to the employment. There is my first one, and there's my second one. That first one I'm going to go edit and call it clause 1. This one, yes, I'm going to edit. Let me get back down to the document and call that one clause 2. Properties, clause 2. And okay, yes. All right, close that, get rid of these. And then when it comes to contract termination, I will create a box here using developer that they will be able to properties, not delete it, and choose from custom to and termination clauses and okay. So what happens now is they hit this drop down. These are the termination clauses. They can choose clause 1, clause 2, clause 3 or clause 4. When they go here, they choose their employment type, and when they go here, they choose their termination clause. Really, really useful. So I hope that's been helpful. Ka kite.